Coming soon to own on
YouTube and Twitch.
DVD.
Yo, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be reacting to why does it suck to be born as Batman. Now, we're still building an audience. We're still building. So for those who don't know, I am a Batman Glazer. And I'm proudly about it. Like you can't shame me on nothing. I'll be 40 years old, 60 years old, still rocking Batman, still repping Batman. Like I don't care. You can't shame me about this. So obviously, I'm here to defend my GOAT. All the people are going to start asking why he always reacting to Batman and Invincible, because I love it. Now let's get straight into it.
You open your eyes for the very first time, and here we are. You've just been born as Bruce Wayne. Congratulations. Or, well, condolences. Because while being born into unfathomable wealth sounds like an absolute win, you are also cursed with being Batman, which means your entire life is about to be a never-ending cycle of tragedy, violence, and refusing therapy. Act 1. Tragic backstory speedrun, aka say goodbye to your parents.
R.I.P.
The
man.
first few years of your life are actually pretty nice. You're the heir to the Wayne fortune, your parents love you, and you live in a mansion with a loyal butler who somehow raises you better than 90% of Gotham's actual parents. Then, one night, your dad decides it's a good idea to take a shortcut through a dark alley after a night at the opera. Big mistake. Within seconds, some random thug guns down your parents in front of
Billionaires with no security with them, walking down alleys. Like, come on.
you. 1 second, you're holding their hands. The next, you're standing in a pool of their blood, sobbing, as a man with a gun runs off with your mom's pearls. And that's it. That's your villain origin story. Except, instead of becoming a criminal, you become something much worse. A billionaire with unresolved trauma. From this moment on, your life is over. Act 2. The training arc, aka the world's worst gap year.
Yes,
Most
sir.
rich kids in Gotham spend their teenage years partying, wrecking expensive cars, and making terrible financial investments. You decide to spend your entire adolescence training to become a one-man, crime-stopping ninja detective machine. Your idea of self-improvement involves learning 127 martial arts because one just isn't enough. Training your
Hold
body to
on.
peak human condition
You heard that right though. 127 fighting styles. Come on. Who running hands with that? He might not have the power because he's human, but who's running better hands than that in the DC verse?
7 martial arts because one just isn't enough.
One isn't
Training your body to
enough.
peak human condition, meaning you can bench
Peak.
press more than actual Olympic athletes, but still
More
pretend
than
to be
Olympic
a normal
athletes.
businessman. Studying criminology, forensic science, psychology, and engineering just to beat up people more efficiently. Traveling the world to train under assassins, monks, and master fighters.
The goated monks. I'm not gonna lie, they might be the strongest thing in the DC universe of all time. These Tibetan monks, they're so strong. I'm not gonna lie.
Who teach you how to disappear into the shadows, take down 10 guys at once, and brood dramatically on rooftops. Oh, and
Chill, he
somewhere along the
aura
way, you
farmer.
also become the world's greatest detective. Just
Yup.
because. Meanwhile, every therapist in Gotham is begging you to sit down and talk about your childhood trauma. But do you? Absolutely not. Instead, you take all that pain and channel it into something even less healthy. A giant bat-themed revenge plan.
Just like me for real.
Act 3. The birth of Batman, aka the point of no return. At the age of 25, you return to Gotham, a city that is somehow worse than when you left. Crime is everywhere. Corruption runs deep. The police force is so incompetent they can't even stop clown-themed terrorism. And instead of using your literal billions to fix the economy or improve public infrastructure, you decide to dress up like a bat and punch crime.
Now, all right. To defend that point there, I know he's a billionaire, but he does give back. He gives back a lot, and he helps the city by stopping crime. Because obviously the police can't do it on its own, so somebody had to do it. And it's surprising that one man with the butler, even though he's rich, is keeping the cities somewhat safe. You know, not as safe as, you know, Superman, all the other, yeah. But he's keeping it safe. And the comedy's bad because, let's keep it a buck, every business gets bombed every single night. You know, Batman wasting his millions, his billions. I don't know.
him in the face. Because that is the logical solution. To do this, you create a high-tech bat suit that can withstand bullets, but somehow still lets you move like a ninja. A grappling hook so you never have to deal with Gotham's horrendous traffic. A Batmobile that is basically an armored tank, but somehow still street legal. A secret cave under your mansion filled with bat-themed gadgets.
Realistically, his Batmobile don't matter if it's street legal, cause who the fuck gonna catch him? What police department gonna catch him? Exactly.
Crime-fighting technology, and enough mood lighting to make it clear you definitely have unresolved issues. And just like that, Batman is born. And by born, I mean you are now legally classified as Gotham's biggest public safety hazard. Act 4. The never-ending war on crime, aka the worst work-life balance in history. From here on out, your life becomes a living nightmare. You thought running a billion-dollar company was hard? Try managing Gotham's never-ending crime wave while surviving on 0 hours of sleep and a diet that consists entirely of protein bars and vengeance. Your average night as Batman looks something like this. Chase down 2 bank robbers in the Batmobile. Stop a corrupt billionaire from evicting an orphanage. Get into an
Yep.
intense fistfight with 20 trained assassins in a dark alley. Prevent the Joker from poisoning the city's water supply. Again. Interrogate a thug by dangling him off a rooftop, because talking things out like a normal person is not an option.
He's a thug.
By
He
the
ain't
time
gonna
the sun
talk.
comes up, you haven't slept, haven't eaten, and your ribs are probably broken. But do you take a break? Nope. You patch yourself up, head to Wayne Enterprises, and spend the whole day pretending to be a rich idiot, so nobody suspects that you are, in fact, the scariest man in Gotham.
Yep.
Act 5. Your social life, or lack thereof. Being Batman is already awful, but you know what makes it even worse? Trying to have a personal life. Relationships, good luck. You try dating, but every woman you meet either gets kidnapped by your enemies.
I'm not gonna lie. Trying to start dating as a billionaire, you're only limited to like celebrities because like they gonna know you're rich. They're only gonna want you for your money. Like if you dated going like working your way up to like billionaire status is different because it's like yeah you can have all the girls you want, but they ain't gonna really love you though. That's like the that's like the weird line. Like you want to get rich, and she only gonna love the money you provide, not you. And she still might end up cheating on you. It's crazy.
Turns out to be a villain. Gets fed up with your Batman nonsense and leaves. At one point, you even almost get married. But then you get left at the altar because of course you do. Family? Oh, you have one. Kind of. Over the years, you start collecting traumatized orphans like Pokemon. You take them in, train them to fight crime, and then act surprised when they also end up with deep-rooted emotional damage. You've got Dick Grayson, Robin #1, a circus kid whose parents were murdered. He grows up, realizes you're a terrible father figure, and quits to become Nightwing.
Yes,
Jason
sir.
Todd, Robin #2, a street
No, please don't talk about the Joker. Please, please, please. I know it's canon, but like, you know, yeah.
kid who gets murdered by the
Jason, damn it. Jason Todd, my favorite Robin too. I like Red Hood.
Joker, comes back to life and is so mad about it that he starts using guns. Tim Drake, Robin #3, a nerd who figured out your identity at age 9 and decided to become Robin on his own. Damian Wayne, Robin #4,
His
your
actual
actual
son.
biological son, raised by
Yep.
assassins who thinks killing criminals is more efficient than your whole justice thing. And those are just the Robins. You also have Batgirl, Catwoman drama, and a butler who reminds you every single day that you could have just been a normal billionaire who plays golf. But no, you had to be Batman. Act
Would have
6.
no
The
anywhere
never-ending
else.
cycle of misery. At this point, you should retire. You should settle down, pass the cowl to someone else, and finally relax. But here's the thing. Batman can never stop. Because if you stop, Gotham falls apart. Crime will
Absolutely.
skyrocket. The Joker will do something unspeakable. Someone always needs saving. So you keep going. You keep patrolling the streets every night. You keep putting criminals in Arkham Asylum, knowing full well they'll escape within the month. You keep getting injured, pushing your body beyond its limits, refusing to let age slow you down. And for what? To spend your twilight years alone, broken, and still brooding on rooftops. Because at the end of the day, you're not Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne died in that alley with his parents. You are Batman.
I'm
And
Batman.
Batman never stops. And that, my friends, is why it sucks to be born as Batman.
Now, obviously, me personally, I feel like, yeah, you lost your parents and you lost your life, but you're Batman, so it's like, yeah, I'm Batman. So it evens out. You feel me? But let me know how y'all feel down below in the comment section. I'll see y'all boys later, dude.
Why you standing all by yourself? Those shoes are made for dancing.